the pretty girl. Back to the pretty girl.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I'm a content creator. I'm based in Douala, Cameroon, and you're very welcome. Please consider clicking on that subscribe button before you continue watching, because I don't want you to get carried away by what I'm going to talk about right now and then you forget to click on the subscribe button. When you click on that subscribe button, also click on that bell, because that bell will let you know every time I post a new video. You're going to be the first to get notified and you can come and watch my videos. That said, guys, today I'm going to talk about putting yourself first, being selfish when it comes to yourself, thinking about yourself sometimes. I know growing up we're taught that putting yourself first or thinking about yourself is bad, it's selfish and all that, and I agree. In some cases it is, but it's not all the time. Sometimes you just need to put yourself first. Sometimes you just need to think that every other person will be okay and you put yourself first. So putting yourself first for me just means taking time to care for yourself, like self-care, enforcing your boundaries, treating yourself kindly, treating and giving yourself grace, because sometimes we can be really hard on ourselves. So doing that is basically putting yourself first. And like I said, sometimes this thing stems up from our society and the way we grew up, right? So many of us spend our days putting everyone else above ourselves. We often think it's selfish to take care of ourselves. It's not the right mentality, because if you keep giving and you end up not receiving anything, you will easily break down. So it is only fair to give and also keep some energy for yourself. When we prioritize our own emotional, mental and physical health, we can care for others around us without breaking down. So yes, this is something that it's deep, like especially us in Africa, we are taught to be selfless. Like, okay, for you to be selfless, you have to put others first. They teach us from like the littlest things. My mom would tell me things like, if guests come to your house, you cannot eat before the guests. You have to ensure that the guests eat before you eat. Just simple things like that. You cannot be sleeping on the bed when somebody visits you. You have to put your guests first, right? So I feel like we take this and then we overdo it and then we forget about ourselves. We forget about taking care of ourselves. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying if somebody comes to your house, you should let the person sleep on the floor because, oh, this is my house. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that there are some cases that you have to put yourself first and you forget to do that. So guys, I'll just share with you the various ways I try to put myself first. And to be very honest with you, these are things that I am still really struggling with. It's not easy, but I'm hoping to get better as time goes on, and I'm just sharing this with you because it might help you as well if you're going through the same thing like me. So the first thing I do is set boundaries, guys. If there's one thing I've struggled with all my life, is boundaries. It is okay to say no. I found it really hard in the past to say no. If I said no, I'll always try to justify, I'm saying no because of this. I don't want to do this because of this. Sometimes I'll have to tell unnecessary lies just because I didn't want to do something, just because I didn't want to go somewhere. But as time has gone on, I have learned to understand that it is okay for me to say no. And it's not necessary for me to give an explanation. If somebody asks me, Kenna, let's go for drinks, there's no need for me to explain. All I have to say is no, I don't feel like it. I don't have to explain. It depends if the person wants to know or if the person is close enough to me and I feel like I want to give them an explanation. But if I feel like I don't want to give them an explanation, it's okay. Because I found myself doing a lot of things that I did not enjoy, helping people out when I really had other things to do, just because I was trying to be, I want to be the selfless one. I could have something that I had to do and then a friend would come up to me and it's like, let's do this thing. I wouldn't know how to say no. So I'll end up pleasing my friend and displeasing myself. I don't know if that makes any sense. So the next thing is I ask for help when I need it. I've said it a lot of times on my channel. Growing up, I never really knew how to ask for help. I could be dying, I need something, but I don't know how to ask. I feel like it's because my parents would always give me what I want. They knew what they had to do and they would do it when they had to do it. So I grew up in that environment where I knew that I never really had to ask for anything. My dad knew that he had to give me my transport for school, he had to give me my money for feeding, he had to pay my school fees, he had to do things. So there were very few times when I had to ask my parents for things. So that made me to grow up not knowing how to ask people for help. But guys, when I got married, I started having kids. My story had to change because I was breaking down. I was struggling to hold all in. When people offered, yes, I'll let them, but there were times that I really needed help, and I found it so hard to just call up a friend, call up a loved one, people who were ready to help. I find it so difficult asking people for help. But as time has gone on, I've seen that it's really necessary for me to be able to ask for help. If I need help, if I'm breaking down, I ask for help, because at the end of the day, I'm going to break down. The next thing is rest. These days, I don't play with my rest. When I get broken, when I get fatigued, God knows I'm lying down on that bed and just resting, because if I don't take care of myself, I'll not be able to take care of my loved ones. If I keep breaking my back because I have to work so that my kids can have something to eat, I have to do this so that I'll be able to provide for these people. If I keep doing that without taking care of myself, I definitely will break down, and all of these things, like what I just said in the other points, everything is going to come crashing down. So the only thing I can do at this point is take care of myself so that I can be strong enough, so I don't joke with my rest. The next thing I do is I ensure that I relax when it's time to have fun. I'm sure you guys already know that on this channel. When it's time to have fun, I have my fun. When it's time to relax and just chill, I try to balance up everything, work and play. I don't overwork and I don't overplay, because I know that I don't first of all like to overwork. So I know that overworking myself is going to cost me. So I just try to balance. Next thing is I practice gratitude. See guys, this is something that I struggle with. Yes, because some days things are just going way and I'm like, oh my god. But I have decided, like, this is something that I'm consciously working towards, being more grateful. Because yes guys, I can be a lot sometimes. I forget about all my blessings and I'm looking only at the bad things. I'll cry, I'll break down. So I'm trying to concentrate more on the good things happening to me. And last but not least, I give myself grace. I'm kind to myself. I'm not too hard on myself, guys, because I've said it here also a couple of times, I can be hard on myself sometimes. I'll just feel like, you're doing such a horrible job, look at your mates, look at your sisters, look at everybody that you used to know, they're doing so well. Like, I can be so hard on myself sometimes, for the littlest things and for the biggest things. So I am trying to understand that everybody has their race, everybody has their time. So guys, what do you think about this topic? Do you think I'm being crazy for saying that sometimes it's okay to be selfish, or you feel like it's the right thing to do? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's talk more. You know how it goes, right? Let's talk more. Thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I am going to see you on my next one. Okay, love you guys. Bye.